It's Week 10 of the NFL, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
"20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Cavante Turpin on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They'll run Zeke up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Dak to throw. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. Second down, Prescott. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Elliott out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Man in motion is Smith. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Scramble rules. Every team has them, and the teams that execute them the best, that's where the big plays come. It's exactly the case here. Great job by the running back sensing his quarterback move from the pocket. Stay in phase, be friendly, throw for the quarterback, and once he gets the ball in his hands, he can do the rest.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. A run up the middle with Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Hurts. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. And they'll throw here with Hurts. That one taken in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Prescott. Duvernay with the grab. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now Prescott. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Elliott. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw is Prescott. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Prescott now. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. On fourth down, it is Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey for the Dallas field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, here is Ainias Smith. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing is Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down. Open man downfield is Smith. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. To the air again, Hurts. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Hurts will try it again. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. Hurts again. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. First down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So on fourth down, here comes the veteran, Brian Anger. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL running backs to this point in the season. A pass caught by Saquon. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. The open receiver is Dotson. And he will go all the way. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles move out to a 21-3 advantage. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Devin White, that time on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground here again. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where you see the final score there. Justin Fields strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. A couple of touchdowns there for Breece Hall. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Donovan Peoples-Jones, a touchdown reception. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Has an opening past the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Damone Clark there to get him down. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll throw again. Dak. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Dak facing 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And now it's 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run, and it's also a 1st down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
They'll run it here with Saquon. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Dotson, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes third down. They'll try to run here with Barkley, and he's going to have an Eagles first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. But the mark says first down. Like a design run. Hurts has it, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
A second down throw for Hurts. That is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit.
And he will get into the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Cooks going in motion. On second down, it's Dak. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Prescott again. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Again, Prescott to the air. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
It is 3rd and 10. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Yeah! There we go! It was on 54 wide.
To the air again. Prescott. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Cowboys. Prescott now. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll run the counter with Barkley. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll get about 5. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.